Watch this video if you are constantly overthinking your next move. Guys, overthinking is probably the biggest waste of time and biggest waste of energy that you can really put out to this world, because at the end of the day, when you're overthinking things, you're not taking action. And I know a lot of people, and myself included at times, chronic overthinkers, right? They constantly are just thinking about all the different potential outcomes that could happen with the situation, and they refuse to take action because they aren't certain of how everything's going to play out. And a common question people ask is, well, what if I do all this stuff? What if I put in the work and I don't get the results that I'm after? And the thing with that is, it's just going to be part of the deal, because when you do that work consistently for a long enough time, the results will eventually come to reality. And most people are too concerned about knowing every little detail, knowing every possible outcome before they get started. And that stuff, I'm here to tell you, really doesn't make any difference, because what matters is taking the consistent actions and then modifying those actions accordingly based on the results that you're getting. So for instance, if you are, let's say, starting a business and you're doing cold outreach for new prospects and you've sent out 500 messages, right? Because the problem is, before we even get into that, is like a lot of people will just send out like 5, won't hear anything back, and then they'll quit. But the reality is you need to do way more than that. So in this instance, let's use 500 as the example. So if you do 500 different outreach to different people, right, and you don't get any result, well, then you can bet that something is wrong with your process and that needs to be slightly modified and adjusted for you to keep moving forward. But the person who has done the 500 outreaches is infinitely ahead of the person who has just been thinking about it, right? They've been thinking about all the different possible outcomes, the objections, all that different stuff that they might face during the journey. So one person is still stuck in that overthinking loop, and the other person has real world feedback and can take that and adjust and continue improving. Not to mention, now they have more experience than the other person. So guys, I wanted to share that with you real quick this morning. I see that happening with a lot of guys who, I talk to, is they're just overthinking about like all this stuff that doesn't matter. And the only thing that matters is you consistently taking action and you consistently elevating those actions to improve on your process. Guys, that's what was on my mind. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Guys, I look forward to seeing you next video.